Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
No holding back!
This'll be a piece of cake!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll tear you
You're
apart!
mine!
Meteor storm! Mega ray!
Ferocious Fury!
Annihilation! Mega ray! It looks like you got this one covered!
I can carve through armor!
Arts require complete focus! Here's a healing arc!
Here I come!
I owe you, Xion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Swallow dance!
Stay away from my friends! You're level! Here I come!
Resuscitation!
Take this!
Good
I'm
things
not
come to an end.
Guys, the blazing sword's on fire!
That frickin' does it!
You're mine!
Primed and ready! Lunar corruption!
Talent
Lunar
storm!
Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Savage
Let me
roar!
show you what my
Demon
art
Fang!
can do!
Double Demon Fang!
Not my finest.
Burn!
Stars of light! Rain
Nothing
down
gets
and
by
purify
me.
all!
I'll take this!
Death's abyss! Meteors, not in your dreams! Far beyond
Take
the
this.
darkest sky! I call upon a corruption!
Strike!
I can do this all day! Never miss!
Talent
Magic
hurricane!
is down.
Far enough! Eagle's fly!
Blue escape!
Sealed!
Demon
by the
Take
power
this.
of water radiating this way!
No further!
Anything
Azure
normal is
Storm!
all mine!
Magic is up! Burning strike! Too much to handle!
Pass through! Demon Fang! I'll incinerate them!
Swallow
Swallow
dance!
blade!
Steering here! Cyan instant! There with the others!
I won't give up!
Swarm!
I can do this all day!
Take this! I'm not done!
Holy Land!
Got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight. You're mine!
Lunar corruption!
Armor won't save you!
Lunar blast!
Mirage Blade!
Will this help?
Flaming Storm! Rising Falcon!
Healing circle!
I owe you
Switch dark
I can handle it!
Cyan instant!
Try this!
What a
Nice
relief! It's time! Ha! Watch me soar! Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle.
dance!
Freeze!
I'm not
Not
done.
in your dreams!
It's time!
I'm all stuffed up! Annihilation!
Eat dirt!
In a
Metal
bind?
Ranger!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you. Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Okay, done.
Who's
No
next?
escape! Lunarongo!
This one's mine.
Here!
Illuminate!
Done.
Blah, blah, blah,
I
dash
can
it.
carve through
Do
them!
it! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Gotta break through!
Show you my art.
Raging!
Devastation! Hurricane thrust! Soaring light spear!
Pierce through!
Strike! Devastation!
They're above us. Shion, you know what to do. It's my turn, is it? I'm on it.
These fists have got your name on them!
I have a bad feeling about
Take
this.
this! Not today!
Thunderblade! Illuminate the stage!
Mirage Split!
You're mine!
Freezing storm!
No escape!
Ice tornado!
It's too much!
Purify all!
Demon
Here's
Fang!
a healing art! First aid! Waters of creation!
A freezing
Azure
storm!
Storm!
It's immortal
Swallow
goblet!
Blade!
Ice
Demon
tornado!
Fang! Pierce
Down in there
through!
with the others! Here's a healing art! First aid!
I owe you one.
Showtime! Freeze Lancer!
Can't get out of this!
You Lunar Corrupt
You're
Air
mine!
Thrust!
Here! Now you see what I can do!
More for the stockpile! Oh, sparkling stars of light!
Now
Rain
I'm
down,
the
Pierce
purify
through!
all!
Try harder!
Laser
Not a
ray.
chance! The
Meteor
flame
storm! I
inside
can
me
do this
yearns
all
to be
day!
let free!
Blah, 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 magic!
That'll bring you down.
No escape!
Swallow dance!
Amazing.
Holy Lance!
I can handle it. Denied.
The waters of creation!
Strike! That's
No
enough!
escape!
Radiant Pierce! Firmament Render!
You're mine!
Lunar Corruption!
Orochi's Fury!
By the power of water!
Demon Fang!
I'm nearly done for.
Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous!
Soaring Alpha!
Laser spear.
Pierce evil! Magic Lancer! I can't feel anything!
Stay away from my friends! Almost there.
Don't let your guard down.
Whirlwind snap!
Take this! I'm not...
Still got
Go
my
away!
Here I come!
I'm such a failure.
You're mine!
Resurrection!
Orochi's Fury!
Is this it?
Shield! Get on in there with the others! Back from death's abyss!
Damn it!
Holy
Don't pay
Lance!
for that.
I can do this all day!
Use this shit.
I owe you one.
Freezing storm! Hold on to your art! Here I come!
Here I come!
Beyond the
Sonic
darkest
Thrust!
skies! I
Swallow
hold
Blade!
the seas!
Where are you going?
Shooting star!
I'm willing to use
Swallow
all the
dance.
power of my healing arts to... You sure you still want to press forward? If something happened to you... of the trash.
I can carve through
Yours
armor!
to be let free.
The waters of creation.
Hurricane!
Lunar corruption. Wait,
get it
Gemini
done.
Alpha.
Devastation.
Here.
Stardust.
Amazing.
Hurricane!
Devastation. Lunar Rongo.
Seal.
Stardust.
Get out of there with you.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
In here.
Take Bolero!
Ready to go.
Demon Plague.
Annihilation. Into the shadows.
Rising Wyvern.
Raging cascade.
Tectonic field! It's time! Ha! Watch me soar! Heavenly Crimson Blossom!
Here's a
Here I come. Burn in hell.
First aid.
Far I can carve through armor!
Strike.
Illuminate the dark. Magic is
Here
here.
it is!
Talon
Hurricane.
Storm.
Take this!
Knocked up.
Rain down.
I'm just getting
Try hard,
started.
not
That
yet.
freaking does it!
Lunar Rongo.
This one's mine.
Point black.
Watch it!
Here's a healing art.
It's too much.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand. And if that's the case,
What's with that shining foe over there?
I got a really bad feeling about this.
Storm. Here I come. Devastation.
Armor won't save you!
Soaring Light Spear.
I'm just right!
Now, it's astral energy. Full throttle.
It's too late to say.
Say you're
Not
sorry.
dead. Hurricane Thrust. Soaring Light Spear. Void Blast.
All back in their defenses!
Void Blast.
Glad you have your
the earth throbs in pain.
I'll show you how useful I can be!
Rising Wyvern. Soaring Light Spear. No more.
Explosive charge.
Here. Let me help.
It's time.
First aid.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. I know it'll be fine, but
Always hesitant to let the blazing sword get wet.
I told you, don't worry about it. Our sword will be fine.
Our sword. How things change.
No choice.
Nothing
Not
shall
today.
escape my judgment.
Swallow
The
dare!
blazing sword's all
Arrows
fired up!
fall.
Now you see what I can do!
Now,
Take-
Shion, go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
All
My
disasters
turn.
Eat this.
made one.
Lunar
None
Rondo.
shall escape my
Flying
judgment.
free! It's in the sky!
Shion, can you take care of...
No sooner said than done. Tear you to shreds. Resuscitation. Vanquish darkness. Confiscated. Annihilation.
Here I come!
Radiant
Pierce through!
fire.
Demon Fang!
That'll bring you down.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Law, don't push yourself. If you can't get up.
How pathetic. After all this time, I'm still not enough? No backing
Here I
down!
come!
May a thousand
Lunar
arrows
Rondo.
hit your burning strike.
Flying right here!
I'm just getting started!
Throw it down!
Here's evil. And now,
Armored!
this ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
I won't forgive you.
You picked the wrong fight!
Here's evil.
Sonic Thrust!
Air comes mine.
Erotic Fury! Azure Sword! Strike!
First aid.
We got flyers!
I've got this.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Let's show you what my air. Where are you going? Let the marksman handle this. I'm going to need. Where are you going? Get toasty.
Bird strike!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Now!
Let me help.
Fire up!
Stars of light.
You're not!
Rain down.
I can only rely on myself.
Here I come!
Lightning.
Dark
Radiant light. Searing
Blade.
blade. Giant
Blade.
instant.
Talon Hurricane!
Radiant light. Explosive charge.
Ha!
You sure you still want to press forward? If something happened to you...
I need something to eat.
I wonder how things are going in Niez.
I hope Bayfon and the others are safe.
I guess camping isn't so bad, as long as it's with good company.
Normally we'd be asleep right now.
This isn't an inn, Alphen. Snap to it.
Right.
It's finished. Hopefully the others like it. I couldn't eat another bite.
Eating is one of your great passions.
What? No, it's not.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
No one's doing anything. They're all just standing there.
I don't understand. Nazamiel didn't order her puppets to attack?
Or maybe it just hasn't started yet.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm sorry.
Wait! What?
I'm sorry. I thought it would make you happy. I'm sorry.
What is going on?
Hey, there's Bayfon.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Are they all being manipulated by the masks? The suppressors?
Nazamil?
Huh?
Wait. If Beifan is like this, then do you think the inn is okay?
Let's go see.
What is going on with these people?
I'm glad they're not attacking us. But why do they keep apologizing? Even the Renans are all wearing masks.
They couldn't fight back with their astral arts?
It is not easy to attack one's compatriots, even if they're no longer acting under their own will.
At this rate, there might not be anyone left not wearing a mask.
And Nazamil plans to do this to the entire world?
I hope the inn hasn't been compromised.
With Beifan like that, who knows what's happened?
I'm not seeing anyone without a mask on.
They've gotten in. We're done for.
No, look, we're not wearing those masks.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought for sure.
I'm relieved to see some people are still safe. Can you tell us anything about what happened here?
Those masked weirdos out front went berserk all of a sudden and tried to force their way in here. Beifan said he would lure them away and left us.
So you've been hiding here. Renans and Danans, all hunkered down together.
They didn't hesitate to let me in when I feared for my life.
This lady saved me with her astral arts. I never thought I'd see everyone working together like this.
That young man said the masked people went berserk.
Right. Except Nazamil said she'd already sent out orders before we got to her.
Okay, but if that's what initiated the attack, then why have they stopped and gone docile now? And when they talked,
It was Nazamil's consciousness. You said so yourself, didn't you, Alphen?
That does fit with what Nazamil was saying before. How she was changing people's minds to make them the same as her.
And now, she's wearing a mask, and must be in the same state as the people outside. Assuming the reigning visage has the same effects on the wearer as the suppressors, what would happen if she were to interface with the Keystone?
The purpose of connecting to the Keystone was to send orders. But if Nazamil is also under the control of a suppressor... maybe everyone outside has gone quiet, because they've become the same as Nazamil is right now.
But if that's the case, then what was up with all that stuff they said?
I suppose they must have been Nazamil's true feelings. I don't know how it all works, but that has to be it.
all of those masked people we saw kept apologizing to us. If those were actually Nazamil's thoughts, then...
We have to help her. We have to find a way to show her that we aren't mad at her.
But if we want to get to the Keystone, we have to find a teleporter. Oh!
A Dawn Lake!
That's right. There's a teleporter there.
We have the coordinates we need. Let's go before...
Wait. If we're right about what's going on, then it may mean that we'll have to face Nazamil. Before we finally head out, we'll need to make sure we're all prepared for that possibility.
She's right. We can't afford to fail.
We should rest up and tend to our gear.
Right. Let's call it a day.
Those people outside will just have to hold on for a little longer.
There's something I can't figure out. Assuming that the Keystone is putting the people in those masks in the same state of mind as Nazamil right now, how did Nazamil become like that?
It was because she put on the mask, right?
Yes. However, when Cal Basel first showed up in Niez, Nazamil was wearing the mask.
But then when we saw her after that, she wasn't wearing it anymore. Could that mean she wasn't being controlled by it at first?
Perhaps the mind control function is something that can be shut off. At least with Nazamil's mask. The reigning visage.
That would mean Nazamil went to the trouble of turning that function on before putting on the mask again.
I don't get it. If we were simply in the way, there was no need for her to do that after we defeated her.
We couldn't have been in the way. She said she's doing all of this for us, didn't she?
She also said we're her friends.
That may be so, but Nazamil still attacked us when we tried to stop her.
It seemed like she wasn't listening to what we were saying. It was like we were talking past each other.
We're still overlooking something. Whatever it was that drove Nazamil to the point of fighting us. Even before she gave up and erased herself. If we want to help her, we need to find out what that is before we see her again. It's ironic that it takes a situation like this for Danins and Renans to actually cooperate.
A silver lining, I suppose. At least they've stopped quarreling, even if it's only temporary.
Alphen?
No. We'll talk later. I think we're ready. Let's all rest up today. Then tomorrow, we'll head out to confront Nazamil.
I wonder what she's doing right now.
She's still under the mask's control. It is possible that she can't see or feel anything.
Even so, her heart is crying out. And I think it's my fault that it is.
Your fault? How do you figure?
I've been thinking about it non-stop. When we had to fight Nazamil, where did I go wrong? Nazamil tried to take over people's minds, to control them. That is wrong. There's no excuse for it. But in the end, ultimately, she did it for us.
Yeah, she did say that.
She had no place where she belonged. To her, it must have seemed like the rest of the world didn't even exist. So when she joined us, it was like we became her entire world.
We were her first friends. So, when we rejected her too...
It meant Nazamil lost her whole world. That's why she was so devastated that she tried to erase her own mind.
From the beginning, all she wanted was to earn our approval. And I flat out rejected her. Because I didn't understand. I was so focused on rebuking her actions that I couldn't empathize with her.
Let's show her we're sorry. Then we can hold hands with her, like we did before.
I'm sure the charm will help us reconnect.
Shouldn't you get some sleep?
In theory, yes. But I knew you were off by yourself somewhere, lost in thought.
Can't hide anything from you, can I? I'm sorry. No, I guess I should say thank you.
Thanks for what exactly?
For letting me drag you into this life of non-stop travel. For staying with me for all this time. For everything. I've been called a hero, a destroyer, and things even worse than that. But you stayed with me, Shion.
Even right now, as you're thanking me, Nazamiel is all you can think about, right?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. That's just who you are, Alphen. But the truth of the matter is, that's why I'm here. If you weren't such a caring person, that wouldn't be the case.
Shion.
And besides, you're not the only one who's worried about Nazamiel. I couldn't sleep either. When I look at her, I see myself. Saddled with a fate she never wanted. Treated like an outsider by everybody. Alone. You know that pain. Really, I think that we all do. Every one of us has scars like Nazamiel's. You're the one who saved me, Alphen. And along the way, I think we've all managed to save each other. That's why I want to help Nazamiel however I possibly can. I want her to feel like she's not alone anymore.
Yeah. Listen. There's something that I've been wanting to tell you. I think I'm ready to say it. Now that I'm prepared to move forward. Shion, would...
Now's not the time.
What?
Not while we still have more important things to do.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Try not to look so worried. I'm not going anywhere, okay? Is that all right?
You're always 5 steps ahead of me. All right. Did everybody get enough rest?
Let's get moving. Nazamiel is waiting for us.
Let's show her she has friends who care about her.
And put an end to this chaos once and for all.
That's right. Then we can have a tasty meal together.
I guess that means I'll have to put all of my cooking skills to work, then.
It's time. We're bringing her back, no matter what.
We need to avoid provoking those masked guys.
Yeah. Imagine if they all swarmed us at once.
Hey, quit it!
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
So, Alphen, how's your pursuit of wedding knowledge progressing?
With everyone's help, I've been able to look into several things I was curious about.
Happy to hear it.
But I'm still clueless when it comes to marriage in general. I'm still in the dark on what married life is like after the ceremony is over.
It does seem as though that would be a separate set of knowledge. You'd need a new home, furnishings for it, things of that ilk.
A home? You need a house if you get married?
It's not a requirement, but generally speaking. It even came up in the conversation amongst the ladies that sparked your quest for knowledge. Shion said she wanted a warm home to live in, remember? It's completely normal to think of such things.
It is?
So I've heard.
Then the next thing I research will be where to live after getting married. I want to know everything that's needed.
Very well. You know, I once heard someone say, marriage is not the destination, but a new departure. I believe those were Droshin's words of wisdom.
Really? Does that mean Droshin's married?
He is indeed. Seeing as he has experience, you may wish to seek his counsel.
All right, let's go. Now that I think about it, life after marriage is obviously more important than the wedding itself. The wedding is a single day, but your life together after that goes on for years and years.
True. It is certainly a topic worthy of careful consideration.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
what are you doing?
I'm talking to the kitty.
That isn't a cat.
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
There's something I want to talk to you about. I heard you're a married man, so...
You once spoke to me about the necessities in everyday life after marriage. Do you recall? We've come to you because Alphen would like to hear what you have to say. Can you inform him of what is necessary?
Is that so? Now that's a serious consultation. If you're going to get married, I think you first need to decide where you want to live.
No, I'm not getting married in the immediate future. I'm just curious and doing some research.
I see. Even so, I think you'll get an idea of what you need if you picture what you want for yourself. Are there any cities you've thought would be nice to live in?
No, not really. I'd never given it any thought.
You know, Shion once said that she enjoys the mood of gazing upon the snow of Cyslodia, and that doing so calms her. Other than that, she also mentioned that she finds the weather pleasant in Ganeth Haros.
She did? Maybe that means she wants to live in Cyslodia or Ganeth Haros someday. I was just reacting to Shion's comments. Don't, read into it too much.
Of course, we would never.
If you don't have any strong preference on where you want to live, maybe you should spend some time traveling around. Cast aside your preconceived notions and look around with an objective eye. You'll likely discover some conditions you can't compromise on.
Thanks. I think it's worth a try. Should we start by visiting Cyslodia then? I can see what Bregan has to say too.
By all means. I think it's smart to learn about marriage and all it requires well in advance. Married life is like a long journey. If you don't care for and support each other, it won't last. The most important thing is to discuss and understand each other. Two people living together...
We've strayed quite far from the matter at hand, and it seems this is going to take a while yet.
Not as long as the speech you gave at Kagari and Notio's wedding.
My apologies. Are you in a hurry? I still have more to share.
Thanks for your help, Droshin. You can tell me the rest the next time I see you.
Homes in Cyslodia are constructed to withstand the snow. That's one of their good points.
I never thought much about how a house is designed. This is all so new to me.
We need to start keeping an eye out for this kind of stuff. Wandering aimlessly won't cut it.
Marriage is something that doubles your joy and halves your sorrow. It's a popular saying. In your long life, you too will go through many hardships, as well as many encounters and partings. Through such experiences, and perhaps some fights from time to time, a couple's bond will be strengthened. Well, give my best to the lucky couple, whoever they may be.
What? You're looking for a place to live?
We're gathering information about marriage. More specifically, we're currently looking into the process of house hunting.
Sounds complicated. I don't know anything about all that, but we'll welcome you with open arms if you want to move here, Alphen.
Thank you for saying so.
Thing is, there are some difficulties with living here, as you know. For one thing, there are more disputes between fellow Dahnans here than in other nations.
I'd hope they'd all get along better after they were freed. But I understand things still have a ways to go.
The other thing is that, in general, Renans aren't allowed into the city. You get lots of Renans coming to see you, don't you, Alphen? I know you've got both Renans and Dahnans in your crew.
Yeah, that could be a problem anytime Renans want to come visit.
The last issue is that the land around Cyslodia is barren. It isn't easy to secure the food you need. We're not starving yet, but there's not much by the way of excess.
So, if someone with, say, an incredibly high metabolism were to move in, it would put more strain on the food supply?
I had the same thought. Even if I'm comfortable, the person I live with may not be.
Yes. I think it's important to keep that viewpoint in mind when looking at other cities as well.
Thanks for talking with us, Bregan. I'm not looking to move just yet, but when the time comes, I'll remember everything you said.
Been a pleasure. Come by any time. Gathering information, house hunting. You got some big life changes planned there, Alphen? If it is what I think it is, nah, I won't pry. Good luck, Alphen.
Thanks, Bregan.
Now then, shall we depart for Pelegion? I will refrain from shamelessly recommending it, though.
Yeah, let's. The more places we can visit, the more informed I'll be. Plus, we can talk with Ganya to see if he has any advice. Going to Cyslodia really helped me understand some of what's important when deciding on a place to live.
If we continue to observe different locales, we will be able to understand more clearly what type of location is best.
Alphen, Do you already have a special someone in mind? Ah, sorry. I said I wouldn't pry, but I couldn't help myself.
I see a cat. I wonder how Zari's doing.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Did you need something?
I have a question for you. Can you spare some time if you're not busy with your duties?
I've always got time for you. I still owe you a huge debt. After all, it's thanks to what you all did a year ago that we regained the most important thing a human has. The ability to think.
All we did was help. It's you guys who actually took it back.
Even then, I still have a debt owed to you. So, what do you want to talk about?
I'm trying to decide where I want to live a little further down the road, when I'm ready to settle down. We're traveling around to various places to see how they strike me. Now we're here. So, how's life in Pelegion?
Hey, it's great that things have calmed down enough for you to think about settling down, even if it's still a ways off. But as far as living here, look, it's a beautiful city, and Renans live here comfortably. The problem is, Dahnans can't say the same. Plus, there are probably more than a few Renans here that would be less than pleased with your presence.
I guess it isn't the best for me. The city being beautiful is important to people who care about aesthetics, but...
I think Ganya is right. Pelegion is far from ideal for you, at least in its current state. If our efforts are met with continued success, perhaps one day it will be a city where anyone can live without issue. If possible, it would be great to reach that point before you've chosen a place to settle.
I'll be working hard towards that goal myself. You once told me that you fight against anyone who uses force to take what doesn't belong to them.
That's right.
I really took those words to heart and decided I wanted to help create a society free from hate. You've never let me down, never betrayed my trust. This time, I want you to trust in me. I will make this city a suitable place for you and your future family to live.
All right. I believe you, Ganya. I'm glad we came to Pelegion, even though it was for my own personal reasons. It gave me the chance to talk with Ganya and you about these kinds of things.
So, what should we do next? Should we make our way to Mahag Saar?
Tensions are still high there, so I'm not sure if it'd be right to take anyone's time with my personal issues. I think we can rule out Nies. I'd cause way too many problems for Beifan, and I wouldn't want to do that to him.
We keep in touch with Nies through trade and the occasional information exchange. If the opportunity arises, can I let them know you've begun thinking about your future?
Sure, as long as you don't make a big deal out of it. I'm really just doing some research for now.
Should we return to Vicint then? It is a relaxed and cozy place after all.
Who could we talk to there?
How about Kisara's friend, Legil? She can likely offer opinions from a viewpoint different from Droshan's.
Good idea. Let's go see if she'll talk with us. If Vicint isn't a good fit, then I'm not sure what options will be left. I had no idea it was this hard to find a place to live. I'm glad I had the chance to experience it for myself.
The situation changes by the day. Even if it was difficult this time, it may not be the same in the future. Plus, Legil's a reliable person to go to for advice. I bet she can provide us with useful information.
One short year ago, Pelegion was full of emotionless bodies. Mine among them. I hope that one day, I can make it a city full of love and smiling faces.
We've reached our destination. We've reached our destination.
Legio, sorry to bother you. Can we chat with you about life in Vicent?
Oh, I'm happy you'd come to me for advice. But life in Vicent? Why?
Is someone going to move here?
I'm considering it, but I haven't decided or even thought about a lot of details. For now, I'm traveling around and trying to find a place that would be nice to settle into once my journey is over.
Is that so? Well, I think Vicent is a great place to live. But recently, the population is exploding, and there isn't much space. We're getting overcrowded.
Guess there are downsides to Vicent's skyrocketing popularity.
But if you're going to live in Menancia, there are other options besides Vicent. For example, you can build a house near Traslita Highway just outside of town.
Outside of town? That thought hadn't occurred to me.
I know a really nice spot. However, it's currently inhabited by a gigantic Zoogle.
Well then, perhaps we can take care of that problem when we go scout the location.
Oh, that would be a huge help. Would you please?
Okay, we'll take care of it. We can't build a house if Zoogles live there.
Thanks. I appreciate it. By the way, I apologize if I've got the wrong idea here, but if marriage is the reason you end up relocating, then can I have your wedding bouquet? I already told Kisara, but I heard that if you can't catch a bouquet, you'll always be single and alone.
So you're where she heard that preposterous rumor?
All right, let's go take care of the Zoogle on Traslita Highway.
That land will be important if you want to develop it in the future. We must eliminate any threats that lurk there.
Preposterous? You mean it isn't true? I guess it does seem kind of silly when I think about it. I think the correct version was, if you can't catch a bouquet, your lover will hate you. No, that sounds wrong too.
We've reached our destination.
That thing looks pretty menacing.
Nothing we can't handle.
Look! Isn't that what Legil was talking about? A giant Zoogle?
Looks like it. Let's get this done.
Looks like trouble with capital T!
Together, we've got this!
Here
I come! I'm not done!
I'm all stuck.
Rip and tear! Here I come!
The flashing part is a weak point. I'll stop its charge. Thanks, Kisara.
No further! Here I come! Swallow dance! Orochi's Fury!
Take Bolero! Anything in armor is all mine! Will this help?
Blazing cascade!
Super spread! Heroing struggle!
Ignite!
Got it! Now's our chance!
Sleep now!
Orochi's Fury!
Magic is
Now or never. Soaring Light Spear!
Can't get out of this!
Blood! Air!
Glacial Spear!
I never miss! You get the gist! Tidal wing! Blah blah blah! Freeze!
Take this! I'm not done!
To the fray!
Sonic Thrust!
Oh,
You may
now
be
you see
strong,
what I can do.
but I'll never back down!
Eat this!
Ignite!
That's enough! I'll
Here I
hit you
come!
all!
No escape! Law! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The waters of
Take this!
creation!
Talon Sword!
Dance in mortal
You're mine!
Tectonic punch! Tidal wing!
Come on,
Glacial
I really owe you one.
Here!
Far enough!
Freeze!
Dragon Shout! Sonic Thrust! Strike!
Too much
Orochi's Fury!
Knuckle!
Glitter
They're not playing
Blade!
around with my art. Sleep now. Rise and shine.
That frickin'
Get
does
there
it!
with the others. Resurrect.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Nice roll. Take my judgment. Too much to handle.
Super Swallow Dance!
Ray.
Talon Sword!
Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Orochi's
A
Fury!
warning struggle. Time to use this
Double
shield.
Demon
Wings of
Fang!
heaven. First force.
Let's
Thanks, Shield.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Air thrust.
I'll do...
You back from death's abyss. I'm ready.
Sonic Thrust! Orochi's Fury!
I call
Swallow
upon you.
Blade!
I won't give up!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Dark Wind!
Blah blah blah. Mad Thunderblade. You get the gist. Holy Land.
I'll finish you here and now!
Denied!
All disasters made one. Come forth.
In a bind?
Security.
I'm not done!
Maelstrom.
Not today!
It was might require complete focus.
Dad!
Forgive me. This is my fault. I can carve through. Knock it into next week! Resuscitation. From beyond. Imbue
Demon
this
Fang!
vanquished soul with life. Resuscitation.
Here I come!
From
I still
beyond.
got some fight left in
Imbue
me.
this vanquished
Take
soul
this!
with life.
Sonic!
Resuscitation.
Gusty nail. None shall escape my judgment.
You're my...
The waters of creation. Dance in mortal droplets.
Take this!
Tidal wing. Blah blah blah.
Here I come!
Swallow dance. This one's mine. The
Orochi's Fury!
Hold on to your heart. Hear me. Hear me.
In a bind.
They're not playing around.
Watch this.
Eat them all! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
It's a pretty nice spot, like Lagiel said. A great view, and relaxing too.
Sounds as though you like it then. I too feel this would be a good spot for you.
I feel like I could just wake up, check out the view, do a little stretching, and be ready for a big day.
Feeling good about your environment is important. Now, shall we return to Vicente and inform Lagiel?
poodle.
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
We defeated the Zoogle, Legil.
Thanks. So, how was the location?
Man, that was a nice spot. I can see myself enjoying life there. Maybe that means it's a good fit for me.
I think that when you get married and look for a home in earnest, what we've learned will aid quite a bit in your search.
Yeah. I thought that as long as they had 4 walls and a roof, all houses were the same regardless of where they are. But I was wrong.
I thought that much was obvious.
I'm glad you like it. If you seriously consider moving here, please let me know. The house itself is just as important as the location. So I can introduce you to a pro who can help with everything from layout to paint color.
Thanks, Legil.
You'll have a lot to think about, especially considering you won't be the only person living in the house. It seemed you had someone on your mind as we were traveling. But are you satisfied with the information we gathered?
I really don't know anything, so I thought that it would be enough to learn about marriage in general. But that isn't enough. Nearly everyone we met told me to think more about my partner. So I was trying to keep my partner in mind as I did my research, but honestly, I'm not sure if what I've done is correct.
I see. I believe that no knowledge or experience is without its merits. Right now, your head is full of worry and doubt. But it's a necessary step towards finding a better future for yourself.
I hope you're right.
You've only just begun to think about your future. There is no need to rush these things, Alphen.
Dohalim, thank you. Choosing a home is basically setting your future life in stone.
It's important to think practically about the future. For example, calculating your spending so you know how much you'll save in 1 year.
I bet you're good at planning out your future down to the smallest detail, Kisara.
You'll really have your hands full once you start building a new house, Alphen. But don't worry. We have to pay you back for all you've done. You can leave this to us.
Seems like your research into weddings and marriage is going well, Alphen.
Yeah, thanks to everyone's help. I've got Law and she on distraction duty, so I have some time. But there may not be anything left to look into. I didn't know a thing before. But I've learned a lot, and have gained a little confidence now.
That's great.
I want to thank you again, Kisara. I've given things a lot of thought, and I think I've come to understand what makes weddings great. It's a ceremony to bring happiness to the person you care about most. Maybe that's why they're so popular these days.
You've come a long way. Remember how you panicked when you realized you knew nothing about marriage? By the way, I think there's something else that comes before the wedding. Have you already looked into it?
What? Something that comes before the wedding?
Of course. You're going to propose, right?
I haven't gotten any info on that yet, but I think it's enough to simply ask, will you marry me?
Wait, that's it?
What else is there?
Don't worry about it. You'll come up with something. Now then, I must be off.
Kisara, wait! Don't forsake me! Please, I'm begging you!
I don't know what the person you want to marry will think, but usually the atmosphere when you profess your feelings is important.
Oh, that.
You're asking them to spend the rest of their life with you, so you have to make that idea as enticing as possible, or they may say no. The location's also important. It's a moment you'll both remember forever. It should be in an elegant and beautiful place. Say, take her to a floral garden by the seaside. Gently take her by the hand and sweetly whisper to her your everlasting love. Or something.
A floral garden by the sea. I don't know any place like that.
That was, just an example. Some people put a lot of thought into proposals, whether they be marriage proposals or not.
Oh. But I should choose a place that makes me seem enticing. That won't be easy.
I think your best traits are your kindness, decisiveness, and strength.
By strength? Do you mean with a sword?
That's part of it, but you also have the strength of mind to stand firm in your beliefs. Like touching Shion without fearing her thorns. If you can show those traits to your partner, then she's sure to say yes.
I see. The problem is, I don't know how I can show her how strong my feelings are.
Well, I just heard a disturbing rumor. Apparently, a dangerous Zeugal has taken up residence in the Iglia Wastes.
We've definitely got to do something about that. But what does that have to do with what we were talking about?
You don't get it? The strength of your feelings is basically your courage. You should show Shion you're not afraid to face powerful enemies.
Well, I don't have a partner yet. Plus, is something that simple good enough?
I'm not saying it's the best method, but I think it's one way of going about it.
If that's the case, then I should face the Zeugal alone. That should prove that my feelings are true, right?
I don't know. That might be a little too dangerous. There's a difference between courage and recklessness, Alphen.
I know, I get it. But I want to give it a shot. I want you to watch and afterwards let me know what you thought.
So you want to practice on the Zeugal in the Iglia Waste, right? Got it. If it doesn't go well, we can just think of something else. If things get hairy, I'll jump in to help.
Thanks. Then all I have to do is decide on a place. Elegant and beautiful. Nothing comes to mind.
Don't worry about it for now. You have time. Let's head to the Iglia Wastes and lay waste to that Zeugal.
Fighting alone against a powerful foe is the perfect chance to test myself. Lately, I've always had Shion and the others nearby. So I guess it's been a while.
Don't lose sight of your goal. You're trying to show your courage, not your recklessness. Did we really just spend that much money?